Welcome to slowtwitch.com. Today we've got a pretty exciting day in the studio where we are going over the new Cervelo bikes that just came out. One came out a couple days ago, which is the P-Series. The other one came out a couple weeks ago, which is the P5. We've talked about the P5. We've got a big story on the homepage, but we haven't shown you the P5 in video yet. So we're gonna dive into that in a little bit because right now I really wanna talk about the P-Series. And the reason I want to talk about the P-Series is because I think the P-Series for our community, most of our community, is going to be the clear winner when it comes to choosing which bike you're going to want to buy for your half distance and Ironman distance triathlons.
Ah, yes, our old friend P-Series. Here we have reserved 63 wheels wrapped in Vittoria Corsa tires, along with zip hubs, of course. As far as getting power to the pavement is concerned, though, we got the Wahoo speed plays hooked up to Shimano cranks and gears, all being monitored by the 4i power meter. Very nice. On the front end, we have the arm pads that we've come to know and love, adjustable, simple, and reliable. There isn't anything new here with the P-Series. Comfort and ergonomics is what the P-Series has in spades, always has been. And don't even get me going on the bottom tube storage cubby that comes in clutch most of my rides. We can't knock how easy this seat-mounted bottle cage is to install, plus it's still so aero. Anyways, I'll let Eric take it from here. Peace!
Don't think that some of you are going to be happy with some of the features that you feel are lacking with the P-Series, but I'm going to argue with you on those because those features, in my opinion, are overcome by a lot of common sense things that I feel like finally are in the marketplace. I also feel like the adjustability in which the P-Series operates gives you all of the benefits of having a UCI legal bike with being able to get the things that you want from traditional non-UCI legal bikes that have a bunch of added things like top tube, water bladders or rear water bladders, or all the stuff that to me makes a bike a little bit more difficult to work with, a little bit difficult to race with, and at the end of the day, just makes a bike look kind of weird. But that's just my opinion. So we're gonna dive in a little bit about why I feel like the P-Series ultimately is gonna be the reason why people in our community are gonna gravitate it towards more. Recently, we just did a poll. Dan Enfield did this poll because he's our poll master at slowtwitch.com. And the poll asked was, how much does comfort while cycling rate your overall race performance? And so what Dan is getting into is essentially how important is it for you, the community, the people that actually give us the feedback, how important is comfort when cycling? And how does that affect your overall performance during a race? And 72% came back and said that comfort essentially is king when it comes to race performance. So in other words, the feedback, and this is where I kind of come into it from a common sense perspective, because I've been to the wind tunnel plenty of times. I've been ready to go to the wind tunnel in a couple of days. I've been there with professional athletes, not only time trial specialists, professional athletes, age groupers. I've been to multiple different locations of wind tunnels. But at the end of the day, there's this balance between comfort, adjustability, and watts. And what I've learned is that if you can't be comfortable, and if you can't hold a certain position, whatever watt savings you may have, it's gonna erase because you're not gonna be able to hold that position anyways. So one of the main reasons I would go with the P-Series versus the P5 personally is there's no specific proprietary front end on the P-Series versus the P5. Now, the P5 has done an amazing job with the adjustability versus 5 years ago when the first one came out. We've got at least 40% more adjustability in the P5, but is that enough? Personally, for half Ironman and Ironman distance, I don't think it really is. Personally. Now, Some people might disagree with that, but the adjustability of the P-Series is superior, and we're gonna talk about that.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm back. Let's dig into this new P5. We got the Vittoria Corsa Pro speeds on the Reserve 52 wheels with, yep, you guessed it, zip hubs. Plus, look how fast this front end looks. Even though it can't be as adjustable as the P-Series, the P5 is light years ahead of where it used to be back in the day. You feel me? Here we have Shimano's Ultegra rear derailleur and Dura Ace brakes front and rear. If you're looking at these two bikes, you have quite a decision to make. But let's allow Eric to clear things up first.
All right, well, thanks for joining us today as we've gone over the P-Series and the P5. Once again, whether you want the proprietary fast front end of the P5 with the fast proprietary water bottle, or the P-Series, which has got way more adjustability in the front end and the internal storage on the down tube. It's totally up to you. The whole point of these series is to try to give you, the consumer, as much information as we possibly can about how these bikes function, why they function the way that they do, so that you can make the ultimate decision for you on what's going to be best in your adventures and riding bicycles as fast as you possibly can in a triathlon. If you are liking what you see here at the YouTube channel, make sure you do like and subscribe so that we can continue to grow the channel and bring you more information on video YouTube reviews. Thanks.